Hello everybody. What you see before you is all of my balisongs, my entire balisong collection, all 38 of them, which is pretty crazy. Definitely too many, definitely don't need this many, but kind of got to a point where I just stopped selling and trading less and got some for free from brand deals and sponsorships, and yeah, here we are. I'm gonna try to make this video not incredibly long, but hopefully be able to talk a little bit about each knife. So yeah, there they all are, and then here we've got my beautiful case that I've already talked about in another video. Just gonna get started off here in this back left corner. This is my beater Kraken Tanto. This is probably one of the knives I flip most. This used to have different handles on it. It had these black dual tone handles, and I don't remember exactly where I got it from. I just bought it off Balisong sale back when that was a thing. But yeah, I definitely progressed a lot on this knife and have made a lot of videos with it. Recorded one with it yesterday actually, but yeah, it's first production number 242, and now it has these V2.5 handles on it. Next we've got this Bowie Kraken, also a beater. This used to have these black handles on it. I'll get to that in a moment, but now it also has V2.5 handles on it, these jeweled handles, and yeah, I don't know, there's not much else to say about this. I may end up switching these handles back to the other black handles, to be honest. You can see they're pretty beat up, these black handles, because this was the Bowie beater. But yeah, Bowie Kraken flips extremely well. This is one of my favorites. Alright, and then here we got the newest addition to the collection, the Weehawk Kraken, new blade shape from Squid. There you see my engravings on it. And this one is speed channeled. Lucas was kind enough to do that for me. So it's pretty ringy, which is pretty cool. I should be making a video with this pretty soon. So yeah. Then we've got this, which the handles come from the beater. Might switch them like I said. The blade is a custom hand ground blade done by my friend Matthias. He was a camp counselor last summer and did a knife making. So he made this blade for my Kraken. It's not perfect, but it's still a really cool blade shape. I love that. I love the recurve Bowie harpoon. It's a beautiful blade shape, and he did a great job. All right, and then here we have my first Kraken I ever got, which is still in pretty good condition. It's a completely black Tanto with pink screws in it. I got this from Blade West 2019. It's like whenever they were first releasing Krakens, and it's also first production number 491. Forgot to mention this one is first production number 128 out of 600. And then we have the last Kraken. I know I have 6. It's kind of ridiculous, but it kind of just happened. This is my pink Kraken. The handles were custom anodized. You cannot get this shade of pink from Squid. And they're V2 handles. These were originally gunmetal. And then you see the flower engraving, dub engraving, also done by Squid. And this one is first production number 199, Bowie blade. And then here we have my beater Tsunami. I flipped this a lot. I got this at, I want to say Blade East 2021. Yeah, that's right, Blade East 2021, right after I graduated high school. There's that little dub engraving. This thing is pretty beat up. It's production 2, serial number 28. I myself have beat it a lot, and I also lent it to James Rumillion for a while, and he put in some good mileage on it. But still flips great, and one of my favorite knives to flip. And then we have my other Tsunami. This one Jared picked up for me at Blade Texas. And then Squid did some custom work on it. This one flips almost the same as that one, but it has steel hardware, so it's just slightly more handle bias, but it also flips really good. I really want to make a video with this. I'm just kind of too scared to take it outside. But you can see it's got the engraving there, the 3 flower emblems, and then Lotus on this side. It's production 4, serial number 129. So it has the jeweling on the inside of the handles, and it also has this really cool pattern on the sides of the handles. So yeah, this is one of my favorite knives in my collection as far as aesthetics goes. It just looks really nice. It's also cool that it's a tsunami and flips amazingly. And we have my Hydra, which was given to me by Squid. Just a silver Hydra with the Ultim spacers in it. Pretty cool knife. It's my least favorite Squid live blade. The Kraken and the Tsunami are just better. I think I might like it better if I got like the full channel G10 spacers, which I probably will get eventually. But yeah, still very sharp, very nice knife. Enjoy flipping it, just takes some getting used to. Alright, here we have titanium bare bones. This is green anodized. I always wanted a tie bone since they came out, but only got one about 6 or so months ago. I was really glad that, you know, they do bushings in them now, so this thing is like extremely solid. The handles are pretty heavy though. I do wish the titanium slabs were a bit thinner so that there was less handle weight, but still flips well. Alright, then we have the Chalub, or the channel aluminum bare bones. This is a prototype, but so like, yeah, the finish is like slightly different than the production ones. I actually like this finish better. This knife flips very well, and I really like it. I've made some videos with it. I think BRS did a great job with this one. We have the EPS 101. I got this in a trade. Nothing crazy about this knife. It's good. I don't think it's like anything special. I think it's kind of weird because it looks like it's a shorter knife, but it's not. I think it's just because the Weehawk blade is fat. But yeah, this thing is ridiculously sharp, and the handles are a little bit slippery. It's not my favorite one to flip, especially when I have like the Chalub and the Kraken as other channel aluminum balisongs that flip amazingly. So I typically just stick to those, but still cool to have. And I've tried the titanium 101 and it's amazing. So yeah, there's that. Then we have this Reaper that I got from Flippy G on Instagram. This thing is also ridiculously sharp. Basically any of my knives that aren't beaters are really sharp. This thing is really cool. I honestly think that if this knife came out earlier than it did, it would be quite popular because the balance is really good. It's nice and light for titanium. It's got a cool blade shape. Has jimping. Like, the balance is really good. Everything about this knife is good, honestly. Yeah, Black Balisong did a great job on it. I think more people should flip these. But yeah, I really like it. So there's that. And we have my Wraith. This is one of my favorite knives to flip in my collection. It's blue. I picked this up back when I started wanting to get more color in my collection, because a while ago I basically had either all my knives were monochrome, like silver and black, or pink or purple, and you can kind of see that even now. But I've been trying to get more color. I got that red LDY Serus. I got this blue Wraith. Got my teal Kraken, green bare bones. Just decided to spice it up a little bit. But yeah, this thing is amazing. Probably one of the best flippers you can get. Amazing balance, super light. Reminds me a lot of a Rep, if a Rep was just a bit lighter. And I also love the blade on this. Reminds me of a 43, and I just love that blade shape. Alright, we'll go over here to a bit of a more special knife. This is a Shion. One of the much older handles. These handles are probably from like 2018 or 2019. And the blade is a Hammer Designs reblade. It's gorgeous. the grind lines are amazing. It has like a weird amount of play to where you can physically feel the handles moving back and forth a little bit while you're flipping. Like you can kind of see it seems like it has a good amount of play, but it doesn't tap. Even though you can hear it shaking around, it doesn't tap. But it has good balance, and yeah, it's really fun to flip. Yeah, that's that. Hammer Designs rebladed Shion. I'll start from over here. We've got my beater rep. This is my signature rep that I've had for quite a while, and yeah, I've had this for quite a while. There's parts from all other sorts of reps on this. It's my main beater rep, and it's like top 3 knives in my collection. If you flip this, maybe you just know, but it flips so good. Like, I just got this back from Jared and Christian Trickshot, borrowing it for like 7 or 8 months because they liked it so much. But it's ridiculously good, and the tolerances have still held up. I've used this in a ton of Instagram videos. Great knife. I think the liners are from when I originally got a CF rep back in 2017. These scales I had custom made. They're just the BRS pattern with my like same way chevrons there. And then this alt blade is from the rep I won in Balisongs 2021. So kind of parts from all over, but I love it. It flips amazing, and I'll never change it up again. It's gonna stay like this. Next we got my alt CF rep. This I got from BRS back when I was sponsored by them. This thing is still super mint. Like, it's in great condition, and the blade is still very, very sharp. It's tipped a little bit, but yeah. Before I got those pink custom scales, that was a CF alt. The blade I won from Balisongs, I put these CF scales on it. But I kind of wanted it to be a G10 alt, so then I got this CF rep from BRS. It's the one with the grippier carbon fiber. I think only the first 1 or 2 runs back in 2017 had the smooth carbon fiber like that one does. But yeah, this one is still like original from manufacturer. I've never taken this one apart, and it flips great because it's a alt CF. I just haven't taken it outside much, so it hasn't seen much wear. Here we've got my Tanto CF. These handles are from the original 2017 run. The scales too, so these are the smooth CF. I don't know if any of y'all have been around this long, but when I first bought this rep, my parents made me dull the blade and break the tip. I no longer have that blade anymore. One of my friends has it. This blade is from a rep I bought in 2019 from Blade Show, so I just swapped the blades. But everything else about it is normal. It's not super sharp, but it could still cut you because the blade's pretty old. But yeah, there's my Tanto CF. Flips great. Here's my beater Alt AB. I used to make videos with this all the time, but then I started to prefer the replicant more. Yeah, this thing is just crazy beat up. I did the satin finish on the handles myself, and then this was the first time I ever got a knife engraved at Blade West 2019. There's a little bit of patina on the blade. I've always meant to get rid of that, but never actually did. So yeah, Alt AB, thin, have to specify, because there used to be a big deal about thin versus thick alpha beasts. Everyone wanted a thin alt. This is one of them, and it's great. Oh man, I don't even know where to put things. Here we have my Bowie AB. I think I traded a tie, like a beater tie basilisk for this a long time ago, but yeah, I don't know. It's purple. It's cool. It's not in great condition, but this thing used to be so dull. And then I had like one of my friend's dads, I forget who it was, but he's a flipper, a Texas flipper, who like professionally sharpened surgical instruments sharpened this, and now it's just like deadly. But yeah, it's a cool AB. This one has the reverse or same way chevrons on it. This one does not, and I forget why. I think it's just because one of these handles is turned around. But yeah, those are my two alpha beasts. Here we have the Machine-Wise Marin Light, which has now been discontinued. This is number 1, as you can see on the blade, which is awesome. This is a super cool knife. More of a collector's piece to me. I don't flip it a whole lot. Just because, you know, it's number 1. So one of the first knives he ever made, first Marin Light he ever made. In general, Machine-Wise knives are just a bit too long and skinny for my taste. Like, this thing is crazy long. Like, it flips well, but it's crazy long, and everything I do on it just feels a bit slow. But there's that. Okay, then we have a few tachyons. This is my Tac 2 Bowie. This is real. I got this in a trade. This thing is sick. Like, it's in such good condition. It's a stock Tachyon 2 Bowie. Has the security hardware. Serial number 530. Has the black blade. And the tolerances are good. Like, this one has good bushings in it. Yeah, great knife. Awesome. Flips great. No complaints. Awesome knife. Love this. So glad I got it. I got it last year in 2023. So a more recent pickup, but that makes this one over 10 years old, which is crazy. All right, then we have this Tac 2 Bowie clone. This was given to me by Captain America Yang, so huge shout out to him for giving me this. Really appreciate that. I've flipped this thing a lot. I got this a bit before I got my real Bowie, but yeah, it flipped like almost identical to the real Bowie, and this one's serrated, but very fun to flip. Yeah, flips amazingly. Eric, if you want this back, let me know. Like, I have a real Bowie now, so I really have no use for this. I will gladly give this back to you. But yeah, fun to flip. That's all I have to say about it. Then we have my Tac 2 Tanto. This is another extremely old knife in my collection. Got this in 2017, I believe, for Christmas from my parents. And Ryan on Instagram, Tricky, as some of you might know him, did the anno. I sent it to him for him to borrow because we were homies, still are, by the way, and he anodized it for me for free. Also did this acid wash. This one is serial number 468. And yeah, it's a Tanto. I used to try really hard to make this thing flip super well, and it does, honestly. Like, I ended up getting these Kusky barrels. That's what's in the back of them, and it flips really well. I used to flip it a lot. Now I don't anymore, but it's just kind of cool to have a real Tac 2 Tanto and Tac 2 Bowie. So there's that. Much older knife in my collection. It's been around a long time. Then we have this NRB KiG. This was a gift from Jared for my birthday a few years back. It has like a custom blade finish on it, and it's in purple because he knew I liked purple. I really like the way NRB does the weight system on these. It makes a lot more sense than the weight system in the squid knives, in my opinion. Although I know it's only really practical for channel knives because you're screwing something into the ends of the handles. But you can switch these out in like 30 seconds. Like, you don't have to take any other part of the knife out, and it's really, really nice. So good job on that, Garrett. This is a great knife. It flips very well. Here we have an LDY Orion V1. I've always wanted the V1.5 since it came out, but I don't know, just never really picked one up. Ever since Balisong sale got banned and everything moved to the Balisong market Instagram story, I've just been monitoring sales a lot less, so I haven't made as many pickups recently. But this one I got last summer, so probably a little over a year ago. Pretty fun to flip. Feels like a pretty small knife, but flips well. Extremely good for the price, honestly. I would probably recommend this to a beginner over a lot of things if they wanted a real knife. All right, over here we got, nabalis Hydra. These were in all of the goodie bags at Blade Show 2023, Blade Atlanta 2023. So if you participated in BaliComp like I did and did garbage like I did, then you still got a goodie bag with this or a different trainer in it. And yeah, this flips pretty well. Like, can't complain. It's actually like a great flipper, not gonna lie. I had a friend, or one of my friend's neighbors, get into flipping, and I recommended him to get this because he didn't want a real knife, but he liked the look of real blades. And if you didn't know, these come completely unsharpened, so you can sharpen them if you want, but it's effectively a trainer. All right, next we've got this LDY Serus V3. Got this from Death's Flips on Instagram. New. Yeah, I kind of I liked the red and really liked the Orion, so I also got a Serus. LDY makes good knives in general. I, for a while, kind of wanted a Cygnus, but I don't know, they kind of just felt hollow and toyish to me. But I definitely do want a Orion V1.5, and maybe I would like to try a Corvus at some point because those look pretty cool. But yeah, this is a super solid knife. I don't flip it a whole lot, but it's cool. And it's fat. Reminds me of like an Orca with the handle gap. Alright, next we've got the Nautilus Trident. These were also in the goodie bag. Bevan, or Crap Flaps on Instagram, got this and hated it so much that he gave it to me. And I don't know. I don't hate it. But like, it's not terrible. I don't know why he hated it so much. And yeah, sorry I haven't done like much flipping. I don't want to like drop my knives onto all of my other knives. But yeah, Nautilus Trident trainer. Kind of is just like a Nautilus like knockoff, but has good grip. I will say that. Has really good grip. Next, we've got the Artic Wave collaboration with Nautilus. She sent this to me to make a video with. Which I did. This has a similar concept to the Hydra where it comes completely unsharpened. So it's effectively a trainer, but you can sharpen it if you want, although this one has a extremely thickened tip, I assume, to prevent from being poked. But that would definitely make it much more difficult to sharpen. This thing, honestly, it flips well. Like, for if you wanted to buy one, it flips well. Oh, my GoPro turned off because it overheated, which makes sense. Been recording for a hot minute. But I think I was saying that the bushings don't perform super well. Like, if I torque all the way down on this, just kidding, I think it is already torqued all the way down. And there's tap, and I think it used to bind a little bit. I don't know. But the balance is good. There's probably better options now for $75. But it is quite fun to flip. And I know, like, she just came out with a newer Balisong. I haven't really tried it, but yeah, fun thing to flip. Oh my gosh, throwback. This is a Shankle trainer. I won this in a giveaway. He did a giveaway of 3 of them, and I won it. This came out back when Squid was like the only high quality trainer manufacturer, so it was like competition to them, and it was kind of cool because Squid at the time only made Squid trainers. That was their only model, like, period. They didn't have live blades, they didn't have other trainers, it was only the Squid trainer. And I had been trying to get a Squid trainer for so long. I think Lucas was like in college at this point when I was trying to get a Squid trainer. I was in middle school, and like, he would drop them like almost never. I think I waited like a year for a drop and then missed the drop. So don't complain about trying to get Squid products now. because it used to be much more difficult. But Christian Schenk made these Schenkel songs as kind of a competitor, and they were G10 scales, aluminum liners. Pretty cool. Yeah, he kind of disappeared from the community. A lot of people had issues with the liners cracking, which you can kind of see is happening a little bit. There's a bit of deformation there. So quality control issues, but I still have mine. I just don't flip it because I don't want to break it. And I want there to be some record of the fact that these existed. Little piece of Balisong history. Pretty cool. Here we have all of my Squid trainers. I don't actually have a Squid trainer, funnily enough, but these are the trainers made by Squid that I do have. Here we got a Triton V2. In my opinion, this is Squid's worst product, period. I just don't think it's good. Like, the balance isn't that good. The extra milling was a detriment, in my opinion. Still on just washers. It's slippery. Yeah, just not good, in my opinion. I think I got that in 2022 or 2021, something like that, 2 years ago. Here we have a Swordfish. This was sold to me by Kai Flamingo on Instagram. He gave me a great deal. Yeah, this thing is interesting. It's like unlike any other trainer, but I don't really know much to say about it. I think it's cool because it's like all aluminum and pinsless and Chanwich, so that's cool. Yeah, pretty unique trainer, very long. I don't love it for a similar reason that I don't like machine-wise stuff, because it's very long. It does flip good, like the bounce is really good, and it's customizable. I think I have 2 weight pins in here, maybe just 1, but yeah, I don't pick this up very much, but it's a pretty cool trainer. Then we have the Squidy B, the TSA friendly king. Yeah, the Squidy B flips really well. Like, I think most people agree on that. It has really good balance, and although it is very light, you can still do like really good tricks on it. I think I learned how to rev ladder on this just because of how light it is. And yeah, very accessible, quite cheap, good for travel. Like, everyone should have one of these. It's amazing. I need to get a new one because one of the handles kind of binds a little bit, or like the screw doesn't move at all. So it flips a little weird, but it's still great. And then we have the Mako V3. The Mako is one of my favorite Squid trainers. I'm really excited for the V5 that just came out. I do want to get one of those. Yeah, this is a V3, so no milling on the handles, just flat. Still flips pretty good, but there are better versions of the Mako, which I will get to. All right, then we have the Squiddy AL, like the best budget trainer that exists, period. It's so good. Like, it flips so well. It's channel, it's aluminum, it's pinsless, it's like indestructible. Yeah, pinsless. Amazing. This one Lucas gave to me last summer, and ever since I got it, it's been my favorite trainer. My favorite trainer made by Squid, my favorite trainer made by anyone. Let's see, this says first production August 2023. No serial number on it, since it was like pre-production or something, I don't know, but very, very good trainer. Like, hard to beat one of these for very, very good trainer. Like, hard to beat one of these for $85 for sure. And look at his little face, he's so happy. Like, what is there not to like with the Squiddy AL? All right, and here we have the Triton V1, also one of Squid's less good products, although I do like the Triton V1 significantly more than the V2. This one was a Christmas present a long time ago, like in 2020. but it is very good. Like, the balance is better than the V2. The grip even, which is really weird. Like this, maybe it's just because it's beat up more, but I think the coating or texture or whatever they did is just a bit more grippy, at least for my hands, than on the V2. But the Tritons are now going to be discontinued. I think that's been announced already. But yeah, Tritons are going to be discontinued with the release of the Mako V5 now that the Squiddy AL also exists. So I'm not too mad about that. The Tritons were never really my favorite. And last but not least, we have this Mako V4. This is when they first started doing the milling. And this was a short-lived iteration of the Mako because people had problems with the handles breaking near the gills because there was so little material holding this half of the handle to that half of the handle. Mine obviously has not broken, but they fixed that with the Mako V4.5, which made the gills smaller and moved them up a little bit. I like the V4 better than the V4.5. I haven't tried the V5 yet, but I think the V4 is the best balanced Mako. Any like iteration. This was my favorite Squid Trainer before the Squiddy AL came out. The balance is just very, very good. I really like it. All right, and there you have it. That is my whole collection. No real closing regards. Probably just gonna sort this case out a little bit, but hope you enjoyed. I hope this isn't too long, but it'll probably still be a very, very substantial video. So yeah, have a good day, everyone.